friends, welcome back. Are you ready for another story? You are? That's awesome. Last time we read the story, The Beginning, which was about God's creation and how he created the whole world in just 6 days and rested on the seventh. How wonderful is that? Now we're going to read about Adam and Eve and the sneaky snake, and we're going to read from the Beginner's Bible. Are you ready? All right, let's go. God had planted a beautiful garden for Adam in a place called Eden. A river flowed through the garden. Adam loved his new home. His job was to name all the animals and care for the garden. Adam loved all the animals, but he could not find a friend that was just right for him. So God created a woman. Adam named her Eve. She was just right for Adam. Adam and Eve loved each other. Together, they took care of God's garden. Many trees grew in the Garden of Eden. God told Adam and Eve, "You may eat the fruit from any tree except one. Never eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil." Now, there was a sneaky snake in the garden. One day, the snake saw Eve near the special tree. It hissed, "Did God really tell you not to eat the fruit from this tree?" The snake wanted Eve to disobey God. It said, "You should try some of this tasty fruit. If you eat it, you will be like God. You will be able to tell the difference between good and evil." The fruit looked tasty. Eve remembered what God had said, but she ate the fruit anyway. Then Eve gave some to Adam, and he took a bite too. As the sun was going down, Adam and Eve heard God walking through the garden. He was looking for them. Adam and Eve hid among the trees. They were afraid. "What have you done?" asked God. "Did you eat the fruit from the forbidden tree?" Adam said, "Yes, but Eve gave it to me." Eve said, "Yes, but the snake tricked me." God told the snake, "Because of what you did, you will always crawl on your belly." Then he told Adam and Eve, "Because you disobeyed me, you can no longer live in the garden." Adam and Eve left the garden. God placed angels and a flaming sword to guard the entrance. Adam and Eve would not be allowed in the garden again. Wow, what a wonderful story that was, and what a wonderful reminder. Adam and Eve had everything they needed. God provided everything for them. They only had one rule to obey, and that was to never eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But sadly, Eve ate that fruit and gave some to Adam. When they ate the fruit, they know they disobeyed God and they tried to hide from him. But that's the thing about God. He knows and sees and hears everything. And it made God very sad when they did that. So they had to be punished. They had to leave the garden. But do you think that God stopped loving them? No, of course not. No matter what we do, God will always love us. He will always forgive us, and he will always be there for us. Think of your mommies and your daddies and your grandparents or whoever takes care of you. When you do wrong, what do you get? You usually get a timeout, or you got to go to your room, or you get your toys taken away. You get some kind of punishment. And that's just to help remind us to always do the right thing. It teaches us to do good. But they never stop loving us. Our families never stop loving us. And that's God. He will always love us. He will always forgive us. And he will always be there for us. And this goes great with our Bible verse. Are you ready for it? Okay, it goes like this. God forgives us because he loves us. We're going to get our Bible books, and that's found in Psalms 86:5. Can you do that with me? You can? Okay. God forgives us because he loves us. Psalms 86:5. Wow, good job, my friends. So remember, no matter what we do, we can always go to God and ask for forgiveness. And he loves us. He will always forgive us, and he will always be there for us because he loves us so much. Are you ready to pray? All right, let's go ahead and fold our hands and let's talk to God. Dear God, thank you for this wonderful evening. Thank you for this wonderful story and knowing that we can mess up and always be forgiven by you, knowing that you love us no matter what we do. We may get punished for the wrong things that we do, but you are always there for us. We pray that you help us to have a good night's sleep, protect our mommies and our daddies, and help us to have sweet dreams. And we pray this to you in your son's name. Amen. Wow, what a wonderful prayer. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. And remember, God is there for you, and he loves you, and he is always there to forgive us, no matter what we do. I hope you guys have a good night's sleep. Good night.